Good morning.
Did Donald Trump give Russia a heads up? Hey, we're getting ready to bomb Syria?
That's certainly what critics were saying yesterday. He flat out said that missiles would be coming to Syria. He said, get ready, Russia. This morning, the president is pushing back on some of that criticism and commentary, saying that he never said when an attack on Syria would take place. He says on Twitter, it could be very soon or not so soon at all. It's not clear how to interpret that, as whether that means this timeline is shifting dramatically or the president is just not happy with maybe what he was reading or seeing this morning in response to what he had tweeted yesterday.
Seems like what's coming out of the White House or Donald Trump's office and coming out of the rest of the government, two very different things when it comes to this Syria situation.
You could probably apply that to many situations too. But, on this, the White House yesterday really wasn't giving a lot of detail or information. I mean, that's not surprising. It's probably expected in a situation like this. But Sarah Sanders just kept emphasizing all options are on the table. What is the president considering? All options are on the table. When is he going to do something? She just would say all options are on the table. We know from Pentagon officials that, as the Secretary of Defense said yesterday, they stand ready to provide those options depending on what the president says he wants. And that ranges from striking chemical weapons storage facilities to hitting air bases to even hitting Assad's military command headquarters. I think experts will say last year, that chemical weapons attack was met with a response by the U.S. of 59 Tomahawk missiles. That was meant to send a very strong message and a warning. The president might need to do something stronger to make sure this doesn't happen again.
2 weeks ago, President Trump called to congratulate President Putin on his victory. Last week, he said that he was going to take the troops out of Syria. Now, it seems like he's getting ready to some type of military action. How much is the world talking to the world community about this, and how much is the rest of the world? Because it seems like they're trying to find some type of concentrated message in all of this.
Yeah, and I think the White House will say these are a couple different issues that need to be separated out, that the president has always said he wants to have a good relationship with Russia, but the Russian government needs to change its behavior, and that the president, would like to still push forward on something with Vladimir Putin. In terms of withdrawing troops from Syria, they're there as part of the fight against ISIS, working with Syrian democratic forces to try and contain ISIS. This military strike is something different, more related to the civil war in Syria and President Bashar al-Assad's regime. It all just shows how complicated this all is and how many players are involved in this, that you have the Russians backing Assad, Iran's involved, Israel, those strikes over the weekend. And on our side on all of this, the French and the British say they're ready to support or lead with the U.S. as part of a multi-nation effort.
How much is the Russian investigation and the Michael Cohen situation, how much of that is taking away from President Trump's time where he can't concentrate on what's going on in Syria?
I mean, the president, I don't know how he structures his time, but if you look at his tweets, he's certainly thinking about the Russia investigation a lot.
Karen Travers, ABC News White House correspondent. Thanks, Karen. Have a good day.